Today I wanted to do a tabletop review of my Olight S Mini Baton. So I picked this up. If you guys haven't started following it, I think you should. A website by the name of everydaycarry.com. They've got really good reviews on stuff, but more so than reviews, they'll let you know when you've got some good deals on a product, and this happened to be one of those such emails. I've looked at this light for a long time. However, for me, it's a little steep. You can find them anywhere between 50 and 60 bucks, and for me, we're a single family household, and it's it's a little hard to justify at times. However, everydaycarry.com ran a sale where this light was on sale for $39.99 on Amazon, Amazon Prime, which if you're a Prime addict like me, it's hard to pass that up. But I saw it and I was like, man, that's actually a really good deal. So I went ahead and picked it up. It was a birthday present to myself, and I've been carrying it for about 4 months now. And I tell you what, guys, this light for me is the quintessential EDC flashlight, and we'll go over why. So to start off, a couple of very quick specs. This light is powered off of a CR123 battery, which actually is supplied by Olight. So good on you guys for that, because that for me, I'm going to purchase a light that's that expensive, there better be a battery with it. Maxes out at 550 lumens. It's got everything from a very small output, which is what they call, I believe it's called moonlight. I think that's what they call the output. I'll have to look and double check. And so it goes all the way from like a couple, tenths of a lumen all the way up to the 550. Now, for me, there's a couple reasons why I consider this a quintessential, or the perfect, well, close to perfect, nothing's perfect, everyday carry flashlight. First and foremost, look how small this thing is. For me, I work in an office environment, in a corporate environment, and to carry around some big honking flashlight that's this long, that's just not going to happen. I need something that's discreet. And Olight does this in two ways. One way is the size. So this is sitting, try to do this with the camera, in the palm of my hand, and it's tiny. It's about the length of, actually it's smaller than my middle finger. So pretty good for me. The other thing that they do, which I'm a huge fan of, is this ribbon clip. This is awesome. This rides all the way up and sits just below the bezel of your flashlight. Now, you do trade off something for that. That being that high up, it leaves just enough of the rim, and I don't know if you guys can see this or not. You can't. From where this is ridden inside my pocket and rubbed off. I haven't dropped this yet, knock on wood, but it's rubbed off some of the bezel right up against my pocket because this thing sits so low. However, I'm good with it because it makes it very discreet. So let's get into, and I'm trying to find here, let's see if I can find the actual different outputs. And you know what? Bad preparation on my part, you guys. I'm sorry. I will make sure to put the details of the lumen output in the description below. So sorry about that. Should have prepared a little bit better. So the other thing that I really like about this, and I think they do a very good job of it, and you can't really tell on camera, I'll try to show you, but if you look, you can kind of fit your finger down in here. There is no glass up top right here, okay? This lens is convex down in the actual flashlight, so it keeps you from banging up against it and actually breaking your lens. I think that's phenomenal because of a couple reasons. One, like I said before, how it rides in your pocket. It needs to be safe for the glass because, again, there's a really good chance you knock this and something happens and you shatter your lens and there's no way to replace it. This does not come off. This is all one piece. The other thing that I really like about this light is this button. Now, if you notice, I'm pushing this button and nothing's happening. If you really have to hit right in the center, and I don't know if you can hear this or not, that turns it off and on. Maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't, I'm not quite sure. However, when it rides in your pocket, I've never had this thing, again, this has been riding in my pocket for about 4 months now. I've never had it accidentally go on. It's a big deal for me because CR123A batteries aren't like a AA battery. You can just run down the street and go find one. You got to hunt for them a little bit, or you have to, order them, have a couple extra on hand, whatever you think. So, good on you guys for that with the button. One knock I do have against this light, a lot of the mini Batons have a magnet right in here, and I was hoping that this one would have a magnet, however it doesn't. For me, I would like to see a magnet in here just if you have to, need it on the hood of your car or something for some extra light, boom, it'll magnet right to it and you won't have an issue. Some other people have said with this thing sitting in their pocket, the magnet actually holds on to keys or change or whatever else might be in your pocket, and they find it more of a nuisance than they find it a help. So, different schools of thought. Again, you can take with it what you will. Personally, I would like to see a magnet there. A big part of the form factor that this thing has, and the reason it's so small, is we're going to open this up real quick, and oh, by the way, O-rings, let's see if we can make that closer. There we go. O-rings that seal this thing up. This is the only way in and out of the light, so it does actually keep it waterproof, which is great. So if you look, this is the CR123 battery that comes with it. You put this right up against this light, and man, I tell you what, there is not a whole lot of room left for anything else except for the lens. So, other thing that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, you probably saw it when I opened it up. The battery goes backwards. Typically, flip it around, that's how the batteries go. But for Olight, this is how they've had their batteries. I don't know if you can see down in the tube or not. Let's see if we can get it. No, you're not going to be able to see it. Right inside the tube, there's actually a very clear battery diagram that shows which way your battery's supposed to go in your light. I think that's great because it's a little bit different. That way, it's easy to find. You don't have to guess. So let's go over a couple things. I'm going to shut this light off real quick just to show you guys. So, sitting right here, if you hold this down for 2 seconds, I'm going to try to do it so you can see the beam. If you hold it down for 2 seconds, okay. This is what they call their firefly light or their reading light or whatever you want to call it. So it's 0.8 lumens, not very bright. For me, I have a 5-month-old that sometimes winds up in our room, getting up and going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. This is great because it doesn't wake the whole house up. So if you hit it again, light will go off. Now, this will actually remember what setting you had it on. So instead of holding it down for 2 seconds, pop it on. Boom, we're back at the 0.8 lumens. Now we're going to go through the low, medium, and high. To do that, you're going to hold down your light, your button. There's low, there's medium, and there's high. Okay? Well, no, I was wrong. There's low, there's medium, and there's high. Okay? Now, if I shut it off a high, cut the light back on, there we are back at high. I mean, guys, this 550 lumens is blinding. It's very, very bright. I mean, it'll light just about anything up. So if you want to turn that off or go to another lumen setting, just hold it down and it'll do that. Push it once, turns off. Again, hold it down 2 seconds, and we're back to what they call the firefly mode, or moonlight mode, excuse me. All in all, guys, really good light. You know, for the form factor and the size, I really, really like it. It's something that, again, for me, it's something that I have carried every day. It is not obtrusive. It's not something that somebody goes, man, you got a flashlight in your pocket? Why are you doing that? It's just very difficult to tell that it's even a flashlight. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, I will try to find the lumen count and put it in the description below. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to ask me. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a great day, guys.